baby. So, you're having a Halloween party, huh?
Well, this is the Haunted Star. I thought it should live up to its name. You think you want to come?
Oh, I don't think so. You know, right now I am up to here with ghosts and goblins and Duke Lavery rising from the grave.
I thought you were going to prove he's a ringer.
Well, that was the plan, but it didn't turn out so well. I actually ended up proving he's the love of Anna's life.
Forensics pulled 2 slugs from Bernie Abrams. One matches the gun we found here last night that has Joe Scully's prints on it. And Coroner says there's gunpowder residue on Scully's hands.
Okay, Scully's one of the shooters, obviously.
Gotta find out where that other bullet came from.
This Bernie Abrams, he worked for your father.
He did.
We need to find out who, other than Scully, wanted Sonny's accountant dead.
Got a DNA sample.
I'm afraid to ask.
I was able to get a few strands of the smarmy bastard's hair, but the real Duke Lavery died before DNA profiling, so there was nothing to match it to.
Oh, so you
Then
can't...
I got his fingerprints, and they were a perfect match.
Well, I guess that's it then.
No, not necessarily. If enough money and a skilled identity thief, you can fake the
A
fingerprints.
skilled identity thief?
Hey, I know a con when I hear one, Lulu. This guy did not spend 20 years in a Turkish prison, and if he's lying about that, he's lying about everything.
Yeah, but Dad, if you can't prove it...
If I can't prove that this guy isn't Duke Lavery, I can at least prove that Duke Lavery is up to no good.
All right, so this Bernie Abrams, your father's accountant, he transfers the bulk of Sonny's assets into your sister's name. The idea being that her husband, Scully's son, would inherit in the very likely event of her death. How on earth did all of that get past Sonny?
Bernie was more than an accountant. He was a consigliere. He ran Sonny's business, knew the inner workings, moved the money around. Like, everyone would say that he was completely loyal.
Yeah, but you put someone in that kind of position, they've got a lot of power to do damage. Do you think Jason Morgan found out and he shot him? That's because he found out that Bernie was being disloyal?
Bernie used his last breath to tell Sonny that Jason was shot and in the water. He wouldn't do that for the guy who just shot him.
There's definitely a second shooter, then.
According to Trey, his father was working with someone else.
A partner?
Not so much a partner, but a boss, someone he had to answer to.
Okay, so then assuming this individual gave the order to hit Bernie, do you think he was also behind the transfer of the assets? Or do you think that Scully was acting alone there?
No, Scully's not smart enough, and he wouldn't have the foresight to engineer this kind of thing.
Then we need to ID the second shooter. He's responsible for everything that happened here last night.
All right, what if Duke is exactly who he says he is? He's a victim of circumstance, and after all these years in captivity, he's come back because of his love for Anna.
A, I don't believe it. B, so what? I don't care. She's taken.
Does she think that?
Well, maybe taken's a little strong. She's otherwise involved. We've got a good thing going. We really do. I'm not going to let this spud mess it up.
But he's still her husband.
Thank you for that.
I'm sorry. I know that this is frustrating, but obviously Anna sees it differently than you do.
Look, let's talk about you and your cop husband. How's the parenthood thing going? Is it all on track and everything? Oh, what, did I put my foot in my mouth?
It turns out that Dante and I can't have a child after all.
Sperm problems?
That's me.
You? What?
I have a condition where I can get pregnant, but I will miscarry sometime in the second trimester. So anytime Dante and I create a baby, I will lose it.
I'm so sorry.
But it's not the end.
No. What's this?
It's supposed to be alternatives. I mean, I guess there's more to parenthood than giving birth, right?
I need a list of everyone who came into contact with Scully this year. So I need his phone records, computer, everything, the works.
I'll get a copy of the visitor logs for Atlantic City. He did about a month in lockup before charges were dropped.
You need to interview the guards, cellmates, any associates at all.
Also, hey, you know, the ME says that he had proper medical care for that bullet wound in his shoulder.
No.
Something above and beyond whatever Tracy did for him.
Well, he didn't go to the hospital, so we need to find out where he went after the Quartermains.
Well, he went underground. He was gone for a week.
Do you think he was holed up with this individual, you know, the one the son mentioned? Maybe it was the...
Adoption, huh? That's a big decision.
We haven't made any decisions. I mean, we really even haven't had a chance to talk about much. Up until a couple days ago, I was still very focused on getting pregnant.
Well, it's a cold old world out there, and there are a lot of kids, broken-hearted, who need love and a home. So if you're willing to open your arms to them, I'm proud of you. You're gonna make an amazing mother.
Thank you. It's just been a long couple days. I need to talk things over with Dante, just like you need to talk with Anna.
Police!
Anyone there?
Well, no one there, but we definitely had a visitor.
A visitor of very expensive taste. Look at that.
Anna knows more about how suspicious this Lavery character is than she wants to admit.
I meant you need to talk about your relationship.
Relationship?
Be honest with your feelings and what you have to offer.
Oh, darling, I don't know that I have anything to offer. Probably nothing except I appreciate the woman she is.
Well, don't tell me that. Tell her.
Well, you know, commitment is not really my thing.
Compared to Duke, who stayed committed to her through all those rough years in prison.
Hey, this is not helping.
I am just telling you what you're up against.
I know what I'm up against. I just don't know how to handle it.
I think that you should focus on proving why you are the right man for Anna instead of trying to prove that Duke is the wrong one.
Luke Spencer. What a surprise.
Duke.
It's in pretty good condition. Means it hasn't been here long. I don't think it has anything to do with the shooting last night, though.
But it could. It's a pretty good vantage point, clear line of sight for seeing Bernie and Joe and Jason showing up.
All right, so if we're correct, and Scully was under orders to take out Bernie, and then whoever gave those orders, maybe they showed up, they wanted to supervise in person, and they saw things weren't going as planned, and the second shooter stepped in to finish the job.
So,
Hi, Dante.
Hi, Sam. Hi. I'm so sorry for your loss. Is this little baby? Hi, I'm so happy that you guys are reunited again.
I'm just trying to find my husband.
This is a crime scene right now. We're just beginning our
Commissioner remembers that we are licensed investigators.
Yes, we are. So what were you saying about second shooter?
I'm looking for John Zakara or Leslie Lou Falconeri.
That would be me, Lulu Spencer Falconeri.
Spencer.
She's my daughter, as if you didn't know it.
What can I do for you?
Well, I'm actually, I'm looking for a job. I'm sure your father's filled you in. I've been gone for quite a while through no choice of my own, and I'm hoping to reestablish myself.
Of all the chin joints in all the towns in all the world, you had to come into my daughter's.
I had no idea that this was a Spencer operation. I've been to all the nightclubs in town looking to see if anybody needs a manager. I used to have my own club here in Port Charles. It was, you may have heard of it. It was called Duke's.
Ooh, creative.
I won't waste any more of your time. Please excuse me.
Mr. Lavery, wait.
Carl.
Jason came down here in response to a phone message from Bernie, correct?
Yeah, Bernie left him a message and he said it was a matter of
Do you
life and
still
death.
have that recording? Because if we can analyze it, there might be something in there we can hear.
Yes, actually, I do, and I think that's a really good idea. If we can figure out who the second gunman is, maybe we can figure out where Jason is.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh, she's
She's in some serious denial.
Oh, I don't know. That's what everyone calls it, denial. And you actually feel like it's hope. And when that goes away, that's when it becomes very painful. Sometimes things get turned around, though, and your hope gets realized.
I have plenty of experience, I can assure you. I can be efficient and discreet. I'll make sure things run smoothly.
We don't need a manager,
Oh, I see.
but what we do need is a bartender.
What? Hold on.
Well, I'd be delighted.
What?
Well, I can do an honest day's work for honest pay.
That would be great. I have to speak with my partner, of course, and draw up the paperwork, but if you wouldn't mind coming back tonight.
What?
Of course I will. Well, thank you, Miss Spencer Falconati.
Oh, call me Lulu.
Thank you, Lulu. I won't disappoint you. You have a remarkable daughter, Spencer.
What just happened here? What?
So have forensics run these fibers, see if there's any DNA present. Maybe help us find the second shooter. Looks like it's off a scar. Doesn't it look like a fringe?
Yeah.
What in the name of hell do you think you're doing?
Think, Dad. Keep your friends close.
And your enemies close to your daughter? No. No, I don't like this. Where did you learn to be so devious?
Guess.
So follow up with ballistics, see if they've had any progress with that second bullet. And you know, listen, if Sam comes in with that recording, just process it, all right? Don't try to convince her about her husband or anything. Just let her come to it in her own time.
I get it. I understand. I will.
Okay.
Anna.
Yeah. Duke, what are you doing down here?
I got lucky. I got myself a job.
Oh?
Do you have time? Do you want to hear about it? I'm very excited.
No, I'm working right now.
Oh, all right. Well, there's a shooting down here, yeah? I read about it in the paper.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Fine, you know, following up on some leads.
Good work.
Ellie, hi. I'm collecting money to send flowers to Dr. Quartermain. I don't know if you've heard, but her son is missing.
And presumed dead, I know. He was actually one of my boyfriend's best friends. Damon's beside himself.
I just feel so bad for Dr. Q, and not to mention her daughter-in-law. Apparently, their baby had just been returned to them, and now this.
Oh, well, this is so nice of you, Sabrina.
Thank you so much. Oh! Dr. Drake, I didn't see you
What
there.
the hell are you doing?
More flowers, Monica. Our deepest sympathies, the board and staff of ELQ. Well, that's appropriately businesslike, wouldn't you say? Monica, I'm sorry about Jason. I never really thought anything would ever happen to him, despite the way he lived. It's just a shock.
Yes, it is a shock, Tracy, and it's all your fault.
This case is really personal to me because I've known the Quartermains forever. And Robin was really close with Jason.
I read in the newspapers that this Scully character is responsible.
There's evidence he had an accomplice. I think that's the person who shot Jason Morgan.
So you think this Scully person had a partner in crime?
More a boss than a partner. You know, this is all going to come out in the next few days. With Sonny Corinth's accountant, he was shot with bullets from 2 different guns. Now, we've matched one to Scully's weapon, but we haven't ID'd the second gun yet.
Well, it sounds more like an accomplice than a mastermind.
Except for the fact that Scully's son said his father had admitted to taking orders from someone else. So.
Do you have any leads?
Nope, not yet. But we'll find him.
You sound determined.
Oh, I am. Very. Jason was Monica Quartermain's only living child. She has got to be devastated. So we owe it to her to find out who killed her son.
How is Jason's death my fault?
Well, the police told me that your mobster boyfriend killed him.
Yes, he is a suspect.
You knew he was a murderer and a rapist. You let him into my house, even though he had tried to kill Christina Davis.
He told me that Sonny had shot him.
If you had called the police the moment he walked into this house, he would have been charged and he'd be behind bars.
What do you want me to say, Monica? I'll do better next time?
If you hadn't been so desperate after Luke dumped you, my son would be alive today.
If you're looking for someone to blame for Jason's death, look in the mirror.
I was just collecting money to send flowers to Dr. Q. Would you like to contribute?
No, I don't want to contribute. In fact, I want you to stop.
Oh, is the hospital already sending something?
I don't care what they're doing. In fact, I want you to stop.
I don't understand. Is it against policy to collect money even if it's for a good cause?
A good cause? You don't know what you're talking about. Jason Morgan is a murdering criminal.
Patrick, why are you yelling at Sabrina? What is
Elizabeth,
going
why don't you
on?
explain to Sabrina? We'd all be better off if Jason died months ago.
Sabrina, a word?
Yes, doctor.
What did you do to upset Dr. Drake this time?
How could you say that about Jason?
What do you expect me to say after what happened to Robin?
Her death was an accident.
An accident that shouldn't have happened, Elizabeth, because she shouldn't have been in that lab getting that protocol to save his life.
She would have done that for any other
And
patient.
any other patient would still be alive. But no, she sacrificed her life so he could live, and he threw it away.
That is not true.
Come on, you're smarter than that. What do you think he was doing down at the pier, fishing? No, he was there on business, and he got shot.
He was helping a friend.
Sonny's accountant is not a friend. That's organized crime. And I don't understand how you defend the guy after everything he did to you. You were Robin's friend.
You know who else was Robin's friend? Jason. And I think she would really hate how you're using her death to beat up on him.
Nice work.
Enlighten me, Tracy. How did I kill my son?
You and Alan both coddled Jason and AJ. You excused and ignored their mistakes, their selfishness, and all of their crimes.
AJ made mistakes.
And Jason didn't? He was just a hitman for the mob.
Jason was not responsible for his choices. He had a brain injury from a car accident.
Was that the drunk driving accident that AJ caused, or was that not his fault either?
And AJ paid dearly for that. As a matter of fact, it ruined his life more than it ever did Jason's.
No, Monica. Both boys were already ruined because you and Alan were more interested in philandering than you were in your boys. It is no wonder they met terrible ends.
And you were so good at parenting.
And my boys, Ned and Dylan, are both still alive. And yours are gone due to you and your moral failings. Can you really deny that?
No. No, I can't.
I really shouldn't be talking about this.
No. I'm sorry I asked.
Yeah.
I've just always enjoyed watching you work. You're so passionate about it.
I am? So you got a job somewhere?
I did. I'm tending bar.
Aren't you a bit overqualified for that?
You know, when you've been rolling in prison for 2 decades, your resume tends to have lots of gaps in it.
I see. Yeah. Where are you gonna work?
The Haunted Star.
Alan and I did. We made monumental mistakes with our sons. But that doesn't get you off the hook for allowing Joseph Scully to go free.
I did not allow
You
anything.
needed a man to want you so much, even though everything about him was a lie.
Well, you're right. I never should have listened to anything Joseph said, but he wasn't 100% bad.
Don't even.
Monica, he saved my life.
Oh, really? How?
Do you remember that I was the only one who did not get sick during the Jerry Jack's water poisoning?
Yes.
Well, Joseph slipped me the antitoxin.
He told you that?
He did.
And you believed him?
Why else would I be immune?
Well, if that's true, where did he get the antitoxin?
I'm not sure.
Really? Don't you know what this means? It means that Joseph Scully was working with Jerry Jacks.
Couldn't help overhearing. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. Can't believe I went off on Elizabeth like that.
There's nothing wrong with being honest about your feelings.
Except I wasn't thinking how she's feeling.
Elizabeth and Jason, they had a child that was killed in a hit and run last year.
That's terrible. But it doesn't change the fact that your wife gave her life helping a man who had no regard for his own. I mean, you have every right to be upset.
Thank you for understanding.
You're going to be working at the Haunted Star?
I am. Well, you know Lulu
Yeah,
Falconer.
but you know who she is.
Yes, she's Luke Spencer's daughter. I know that. He was there.
And she still hired you?
I'm not naive. I know she's only given me a job so she can keep an eye on me for her father.
Isn't there anywhere else you'd rather work?
Oh, no, I looked everywhere. I couldn't find anything.
I hope this little arrangement doesn't backfire on the two of you.
Hey, Ellie.
Where else could he have gotten the antitoxin, Tracy? Jerry was the only one who had it.
As far as we know.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Do you know what this means? You were sleeping with a man who tried to murder an entire town. Well, he did murder Cook.
It could be worse than that. If Joseph was connected to Jerry Jacks, he could have played a part in the Metro Court hostage crisis. What if he contributed to Alan's death?
Why are you asking me, Tracy? What do the police say about Scully's involvement with Jerry Jacks?
I haven't told them.
You're going to be able to survive on a bartender's salary.
I'm not destitute. When the federal government finally tracked me down and realized I'd been incarcerated unlawfully, they had to make reparation for their incompetence.
They paid you for your time in prison.
There wouldn't be enough money in the world to pay me for the time I was gone from you. But I have enough to keep you in the manner to which you become accustomed.
No, you don't have to worry about me. I can take care of myself. Thank you
I know
very
that.
much.
But this has been an uphill battle for me, especially with Luke casting doubts all over the place.
Obviously, I was going to be concerned too.
Well, did you have to go so far as to compare my prints with what you have on the PCPD database?
Yes. And now there's no doubt.
Good. And now I have a job. And I'm going to make an honest living. I'm going to prove myself to you. And when I do, we can have our happy life back together again.
There's a lot to get together later.
Hey, listen, I owe you both an apology. Elizabeth, I know how important Jason was to you, and I shouldn't have said what I said.
Thank you, Dr. Drake.
Sabrina,
Yes, Dr. Drake.
here, this is for the flowers. It's nice of you.
Oh, thank you. Hey, I just wanted to say I'm so sorry about sticking my foot in my mouth the other day about your wife. I
No.
should have thought it through and I didn't.
It's fine. Thank you.
Well, I'd still like to make it up to you somehow. Is there anything that I can do?
Well, actually, yeah, there is.
You failed to mention to the police that your boyfriend tried to poison poor Charles?
I didn't see what difference it would make if Jerry Jacks and Joseph were connected. It wouldn't change anything.
You don't know that. You don't know anything.
Monica, I may have had a few lapses of judgment lately, but it doesn't mean you need to get histrionic.
I've lost my sons, Tracy, both of them, and Alan and Emily. I don't have a family. I am alone.
Okay, on second thought, if you want to take it out on me, have at it. I may not have the best relationship with my sons, but Ned and Dylan are still alive, and your boys, well, I respect the fact that they're your sons and they're gone, and nothing's going to bring them back.
I shouldn't keep you. You've got a murder to solve and a missing person to find.
Right. Do you have a number? Or, you know, I could contact you?
You can come to my place.
Oh, no, I don't think I should do that.
Anna, I have an apartment here. Has a spectacular view. But you would know that already if you'd come over there yesterday.
Yeah, I wanted to. But Luke was on this tear about the fingerprints, and so it's good we got all that out the way.
Yeah, it is. And now that we have, come to my home. It won't be a real home until you're in it, Anna.
Sorry. Oh, that's work. I gotta take this.
Say no more.
Yeah.
Anna Devane always gets her man. And just in case you forgot, Duke Lavery always gets his woman.
You, Monica. I'm so sorry about Jason.
I thought she'd never leave.
Penny for your thoughts.
Happy birthday, Maxie.
You remembered! And you got me a cupcake with a real candle.
Okay, hold on. Gotta light this baby up.
Make a wish.
Okay, now I have to think about this because birthday wishes are extra powerful. I know exactly what I want.
Hey, Jay. Mom. It's all right. Nobody knows that you're here, but they're bound to find out. Alice has to do the cleaning, and Edward is always puttering around. You just can't stay here.
Mom, I told you last night I'm not leaving. I want my life back, and more than anything, I want a chance to get to know my son.
If anyone saw you, you would end up behind bars. You are a wanted man.
Mom, relax, all right? They haven't caught me so far.
That's because people think you're dead.
Okay, listen to me. I have not seen you in such a long time. I don't want to waste a single minute arguing with you, all right?
Good. So you'll do what I ask, and you'll leave.
Tell me about Michael first. And what's he like? Come on, please tell me.
Well, I don't get a chance to see him very often, but what I do know is that he is thoughtful, he's considerate. He's going to school at PCU.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Is he getting straight A's like Jason or straight C's like me?
Well, I have not asked to see his report card, but I know he's intelligent, and I'm sure he's doing well.
I'll tell you one thing I noticed. He's tall. I saw that last night. He's like a grown man.
It's been a long time since you've been here. As I said, times have changed.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that hasn't changed. This room. Mom, what did you do? You stuck this thing in a time machine or something? I mean, almost everything in this room looks exactly the same as the day that Jason and I left for boarding school.
And that's the way I like it. I do, because sometimes I come up here and I think about the way it was when you boys were little. You two got along so well together. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Do you remember this? I remember this Halloween.
I remember that mask. He scared the hell out of Jason. He screamed so loud. Dad dropped a drink in his lap, and Grandfather swore that he was having chest pains.
Oh, and you were so pleased. All you did was just laugh.
That was the best birthday cupcake I've ever had.
So good.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Maxie.
You know, today's a special day for you, too.
It's Halloween.
It is Halloween, and you should be wearing your costume already. I know you're gonna look gorgeous. I can't wait to see it. Go put it on.
Okay.
Okay. So cute.
So cute.
Thank you for remembering. It means more than you know.
Everything you've done for me, it's not a problem. And speaking of Halloween, what's the big plan tonight there, Rockstar?
Actually, I'm moving out tonight.
This photograph doesn't do you any justice.
Really? The least of my problems. I've got to find the person who finished off Bernie Abrams, because that's the one that killed Jason Morgan.
Are you making any progress?
Yeah, I'm waiting on forensics. Plus, there's some fibers that I found at the scene. They're working those up. With any luck, it'll lead me to our man. Or it's all unrelated. And he's out there somewhere, just laughing at me.
I can assure you he's not doing that.
What do you know about the second shooter?
Only what you told me. But I do know you're smart, you're strong, you have great instincts, and at the end of the day, you always get your man.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I really do have to come to a resolution on this case. I owe that to the Quartermains.
Hey, tonight is my first night at the Haunted Star, and they're having this big Halloween bash. I'd love it if you come there. Will you do that?
I think I have these costumes in a closet somewhere. I didn't throw out anything from your childhood.
Glad you didn't throw them out.
Yes, me too. Me too, because after you left, I would come up here a lot and think about you and Jason when you were younger. And I would regret the time I didn't spend with you boys when Ellen and I were off doing something else. The times that we missed, so many of them. Now Jason is gone.
Monica? Monica, who's in there?
So how are things going with you and Dr. Westbourne? Or Britt, that's her name, right? Britt?
She's a colleague. We work together.
You guys are colleagues that date.
We went to dinner.
Yeah, you don't have to explain it to me in detail.
For the kids.
I'm just happy that you're getting out of the house for something other than one of Emma's activities. Not that Emma's activities aren't thrilling and totally worth your attention and time. It's just you're a hot guy. Women of the world deserve a shot at that.
Okay, I don't know if I agree with that.
Patrick, Robin knew better than anyone you don't stop living your life because someone you love dies. She would want you to have some fun. And Emma's gonna need a woman in her life sooner or later. The sooner you start dating.
I am nowhere near that with Britt or anybody
I'm
else
not
right
saying
now.
she's the one. I'm just saying that somewhere out there is a woman who's totally worthy of you and Emma. And the sooner I move out, the sooner that clears up some psychic space.
Some what?
You know, nature, like, totally does not like a vacuum, so if I go, then good things will happen for both of us. Oh, Miss Belle!
Wow.
You look gorgeous. Do a little turn for me. Doesn't she look beautiful?
The most beautiful princess I've ever seen.
I love your costume. Now, go out there tonight and have some fun. I don't want you to miss what wonderful surprises could be waiting for you.
I don't think I should take time off work. You know, we're really backlogged at the station.
Oh,
I
no
just-
work and no play. Anna, you take the night off. You'll be refreshed tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's your first night on the job, you know? I don't want to get in the way.
What, do you think I can't make martinis and make scintillating conversation at the same time?
Yeah, I told you were overqualified for the job.
Listen, bartending is a very honorable and respected profession. I know that. But I also know I'm not there to mix drinks. I'm there so that Luke and Lulu can keep an eye on me, which is a complete waste of their time because I had nothing to hide.
Glad to hear it.
Hi.
Hey. Well, if you're here hoping to get some extra work slinging hash, don't bother. I'm part owner of this joint.
Who is in there?
It's Tracy. She can't just here.
I know someone is in there. I can hear voices. Why is this door locked? Open up this door right now or I'm calling the police. That's it, I'm calling the cops. That won't be necessary.
Who is in there, Monica? Who are you talking to?
My son.
Talking to your son?
Well, I never had a chance to say goodbye to him. There was no body, there was no funeral, and I felt lost. I really wanted to just come up here and spend some time and talk to my son. Yes.
Oh, well, we all grieve in different ways, but I am a little surprised that you chose to come up here because you were never in this room when the boys were living in it.
Thanks for reminding me of my failings as a parent. What would I do without your support?
Monica, it wasn't just you. Alan was a miserable failure as well, but it doesn't mean that you didn't love your boys. AJ?
Is there an establishment in Port Charles that you don't own a piece of?
The Haunted Star. That's my daughter's project, otherwise you'd still be unemployed. Speaking of which, shouldn't you get over there? You don't want to get fired on your first day.
Do we need to start all of this?
It's just a
again? Is it necessary?
suggestion.
I really do have to go. Will you please consider my invitation?
Yes.
Robin?
Excuse me, what'd you say?
Oh, excuse me, this beautiful little girl, she reminds me of a little lady I once knew, Robin Scorpio.
That's my mommy. She's an angel.
Oh, yes, she is. You must be Robin's family. I'm Duke Lavery. I'm from Anna's past.
Sorry.
Yes, Duke. Yes, I'm Patrick. This is Emma.
Hello, Emma.
Yeah, Robin's talked about you. I heard you were back.
I was very sorry to hear about Robin.
Thank
It was
you.
very sad. I knew your mommy when she was a little girl. We were very close. I always knew she would do great things. And she did.
So, what does Lazarus want now?
He just suggested that maybe I went over to the Haunted Star. Apparently there's some party going on there tonight.
It's a great idea. Would you like to go as my date?
I never had.
That is AJ, isn't it? In the Grim Reaper costume? Talk about foreshadowing.
It is my son, Tracy.
Oh, well, let's not sentimentalize. AJ was a train wreck from the time he was a teenager. Drinking, lying, car accidents. And that was before he really took a turn for the worse. He stole out that ELQ money and shot Alan in the back.
I don't need a laundry list of every single mistake he ever made.
Mistake? I don't think trying to kill your father classifies as a mistake. Jason was a hitman for the mob and was a saint by comparison.
And that's why I locked that door. We may not have the same feelings, but I love both my sons, Tracy, and this is why I would like a little privacy, please. So if you don't mind.
Okay. Chat away. It's when they start chatting back that we have a problem.
There's definitely one person that I did not miss.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh,
Am I early?
no, you're right on time. This is my new bartender, Duke Lavery.
Oh.
Duke, this is my husband, Detective Dante Falconeri.
Oh, I'm very pleased to meet you. I'm very close to your boss.
Oh, yeah, Commissioner. Yeah, I heard you were back in town. Nice to meet you, too. I gotta get going.
You're not coming to the party?
No, I will later. That's it. I gotta swing by the station first and talk to forensics and see if they've done anything with the evidence about the Bernie Abrams shooting and Jason disappearing. We gotta find this guy who's behind all this.
So you want me to go to some Halloween party as your date?
Yes, why not?
Oh, God, I could write a list. I don't know where to start, though.
All right. I know I made a decision about Robert that you didn't like, but he's alive.
It's not.
And even he will forgive me
It's
one
not
day.
about Robert.
Well, good, because I want to focus on us.
Us at the moment.
How can you say there's no us? We're friends. We're roommates, and in the last few months, we became a lot more than that.
Right.
Anna, I think you know how I feel about you. I really want this to work. But you gotta meet me halfway.
Okay, I cannot go to Duke's place of work with you.
Why? The man is pouring drinks over there. He hasn't spoken to you in over 2 decades, and now you're telling me that you're worried about hurting his feelings?
Yes, I am, actually.
Emma!
Anna.
Oh, you look beautiful. Look at you, so sophisticated and princessly with a business degree. Did you get lots of pictures?
Tons of pictures of you, didn't we? We went down to Abernathy Street to have this big, graveyard set up. We were looking for the big bad werewolf. Wasn't
yes.
much beast to your bell, though, was he?
I've got some treats over here for a beautiful princess.
She seems so happy. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
You really are.
I just ran into Duke.
Right.
Yeah, he said some nice things about Robin.
They were very close. Really. Very.
Yeah, he seems like a very nice guy.
Doesn't he, though?
Okay. I think I'm gonna go and do some photographs with my little granddaughter. Maybe there's better lighting outside. Come on, sweetie.
See you.
get us a candy?
Would you please explain to me why any little girl would dress up as a princess? Those stories never end well.
Nope. Fairy tales never do.
Aren't you the cranky pants? You look like you just lost your best friend.
We'll see.
Oh, feel free to be just as cryptic as you like. I won't complain.
Since when?
Since you are at least semi-coherent.
As opposed to?
My sister-in-law. I think that Jason's death has pushed Monica around the bend. She's lost what's left of her mind.
You need to keep out of sight. I will check on you later. Now, I'm the only one that has a key, so don't open the door for anybody.
All right, I won't. Mom, thanks for everything.
Listen, AJ, if somehow you can make a deal and get these charges dropped and legally stay here, will you promise that things will be better?
I'm gonna make sure of it. Wow. You're not wasting any time, are you?
Oh, there's no time like the present. I'll send them for the rest of my stuff tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you for rescuing me when I had nowhere else to go.
Thank you. You did the same for me.
This is silly, because I'm going to see you all the time. Maybe at Lulu's Halloween party.
Yeah.
Okay. And remember what I said, please. You deserve to be happy.
Thank you, Max. Hey, Sabrina, it's Patrick.
Maybe you should take it a little easy on Monica.
Oh, yeah, grieving mother and all that.
Well, it's got to be a slow walk through hell. Anna's still stumbling around in the dark.
Oh, would that be the Anna that just blew you off to go watch her her ex-husband make drinks?
That'd be the one. God, I'd love to be a fly on the wall when he makes his move tonight.
Do it.
Do it? Three's a crowd.
It's Halloween. With the right costume and mask, nobody would even know you were there. Party starts at 9.
Okay. It's 9 o'clock. Doors are open. Customers should be coming in any minute.
AJ. AJ? 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 Damn it, AJ, where did you go?
That's it for the trick-or-treaters, darling. We are out of candy.
But you didn't get any.
Oh, that's okay. Adults don't trick or treat. You're gonna share?
Yeah.
It's a good thing. I was just gonna steal one.
But what do grown-ups do on Halloween?
Well, they go to parties, or they hang out with friends. Sometimes they go on dates. Would it be okay if I went on a date?
Hey, Sabrina, it's Patrick. Listen, I'm calling you because there's this Halloween party at the Haunted Star tonight, and I know it's last minute, but I was hoping you were free, and anyway, just give me a call if you can make it tonight. Thanks.
Did Dr. Drake just ask me out? Oh my God. Oh my God.
AJ. AJ, where are you? Damn it. AJ? Oh, come on, AJ. Where? Don't tell me you have left this house.
sorry, Mom. But I have to see my son.
Well, I hope Johnny doesn't show up.
Michael to his own club.
We wouldn't want any unexpected guests to ruin the party.
All right, let's go.
I didn't think you'd take the night off from catching criminals.
Who says that I have? If this was a speakeasy during Prohibition, it'd be a perfect place to find my outlaw.
I owe you for this, Spanky.
This and a hell of a lot more.
I'll find a way to make it up to you.
Oh, yippee, another empty promise that you have no intention of keeping. Why don't we just call a spade a spade? You are here to dig up dirt on Anna's ex.
I'm not willing to accept that Lavery is her ex. And if he is, he's running a con.
Unless he is simply the love of her life here to reclaim her heart.
That's not going to happen. Thanks to all this French frou-frou, we will observe tonight's proceedings in total anonymity. Tonight, my dear, we shall discover the fake's fatal flaw.
So I heard there was this new bartender in this joint. You got any secret hooch back in here?
Anything for a dame with gams like that.
The bar is open. What do you want to drink?
You have to ask? Blood.
Oh my God. In case you're fresh out of that, you have a second option.
Why don't I just go with you?
All right.
Lead the way, Lord of Darkness.
Alrighty, what do you think?
Good.
Good? Perfect, thank you. Now, listen. Are you sure you're okay with this?
Yeah, as long as Sabrina babysits.
Okay, well, I'm thinking that Sabrina's gonna be the one that Who's that? Let me check. You think there's more trick-or-treaters? No?
Hi, Dr. Drake.
Wow. Hi, thank you for coming on such short notice. Please come in.
I wouldn't miss it. Hi, Emma. Or should I say Belle? You look lovely.
You look silly. Are you trick-or-treating?
Hey, babe, I told you adults don't trick or treat. I think she's just a little shocked that you dress up like this to come babysit.
Babysit?
Yes, that's why I left you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Sabrina, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't say that on the message.
Oh,
did
no,
I know Maxie was moving out.
No, I understood. You wanted me to babysit while you went to that party at the Haunted Star.
With me.
I would expect Duke to be at the bar with Anna.
Is she gonna stand there all night and watch him slop drinks? Where's the fun in that?
I think if you have to ask, you'll never know. I leave you to your spying.
I don't know if it's possible, but you're actually even better than this than you used to be.
Anything's possible. So is Luke going to join you this evening?
No, I don't think he'll be here tonight. He asked me to come as his date, and I turned him down.
You did? What?
Well, because you asked me first. I could hardly refuse you and then turn up with him, could I?
Well, that's not exactly the ringing endorsement that I would have liked, but it'll do.
It's the best I can.
Well, it doesn't matter. Because after this evening, it'll be as if Luke Spencer didn't even exist.
Oh, pardon, monsieur, pardon, pardon.
Oh, damn it, AJ. Where the hell did you go? What if someone sees you? AJ, where the hell are you?
Dr. Q? I know this is the night the spirits are supposed to walk the earth and all, but seriously, isn't Alan Jr. dead?
Whoa, the Grim Reaper.
Oh, look out, Michael. I think he might get you.
Oh, no, he can't hurt me. I am already dead, my dear.
Yes, we are dead. Let's go.
Something you want?
Oh, I think he knows us.
Wait, Max, is that you? My dad let you off for the night?
No, I don't think it's Max.
Okay, we give up. Who are you? Look, if you don't want to tell us, there's easier ways to find out.
You just...
You look fantastic.
So do you.
Thank you.
He's a race car driver.
So I see. That outfit looks like the real deal.
Well, you know, I used to drive a little bit in my younger years. It's the only thing I had in the closet. Emma helped me pick it out.
So I finally get to meet the famous Emma.
Yes, Emma. This is Britt. Remember I told you about her? I've got to go get something. You guys will be back in 1 second.
Sabrina, what do you have on? I mean, please tell me you aren't trick-or-treating.
Oh, no. No, I'm just, getting into the Halloween spirit.
Are you a nurse?
No, I'm a doctor. Just like your mommy. I would never be a nurse. This is just a costume. Just like you would never be... What are you supposed to be?
I'm Belle. She's beautiful and she loves to read and she's a princess.
Oh, sorry. All princesses look the same to me.
Okay. Ready to do this?
Yes, I can't wait. Especially after all the fun we had on our last 2 dates when we weren't interrupted with any emergency phone calls. I hope that doesn't happen again.
Oh, don't worry. Em and I will hold down the fort. You guys have fun.
Bye.
We will.
Be good. I'll see you in a bit, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much, Sabrina.
I don't like her.
Oh, that's all right. No harm done.
It was just an accident.
Okay, all right. I'm sure it wasn't done on purpose. Sorry. I know you. Quel fromage.
Duke! Oh, excuse me. Is it you? I heard you were back in town. Oh, it's good to see you.
Alicia, good to see you too. How are you?
Great. Oh, and this is Mac, Robert's brother.
Nice to finally meet you. Yes, nice to meet you also. I have a great deal of respect for your brother.
Yeah, I respect Robert too, but it doesn't mean he couldn't be a pain in the ass.
Oh, he's not the most annoying person that I know.
Oh. Yes, Alice, AJ is still dead.
Okay, because you know the way you were talking? It seemed like you were waiting for him to answer.
Well, yeah, the news about Jason, that he is probably gone, it just brought back so many memories. Actually, Tracy caught me talking to the boys earlier.
Oh, yeah, well, I can imagine that even though someone's dead, there might be something you want to say to them still, yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you for understanding.
I totally understand that. What I don't understand is this.
Come on, you just take off the mask.
What? That was weird.
So the guy comes up to us like he wants to say something, he just takes off without saying anything?
Oh, okay. Now, I'm gonna stop you right there because you told me to stop you if you get distracted or sad, remember?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, now this is me doing my job. Just forget about the Grim Reaper, okay? Tonight is about having fun. Okay. All right.
Oh! Would you watch where you're going? Look at that. This would be an appropriate time for you to apologize. Do you not have anything to say for yourself?
Even that costume, I know exactly who you are, Tracy.
You know me? How? Who are you?
So why did you say you didn't like Dr. Westbourne? Britt.
'Cause she's mean.
Why do you think that she's mean? She didn't say something mean to you, did she?
No, but I can tell.
No kidding.
I knew she wasn't really a nurse. Nurses are nice, like you.
Thank you, Emma.
That's why they used to have a special party.
Special party?
Called the Nurses' Ball.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Didn't expect to see you here.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a surprise for us, too. Anna, this is Dr. Britt Westburn. Britt, this is Anna, Robin's mother.
I'm so happy to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Are you here with Patrick?
Yeah.
You know what? I saw a friend on the way in, so I will be right back.
That's a little awkward. She's nice, Anna.
I'm sure.
Are you okay with this?
You can take the.
Big Halloween cupcake.
Hey, so you're partying with Tracy?
And you're keeping an eye on my bartender?
I can multitask.
Well, I hate to disappoint you, but Duke seems to be on the level.
I know that voice. Who are you?
I'm the Grim Reaper. Be afraid, Tracy. Be very afraid.
What's strange is the name on the passport. Crane Tolliver? I don't know Crane Tolliver, but I do know that's a picture of AJ on the passport.
Alice, you know AJ was involved in a lot of illicit enterprises before he died, and I just assumed that one of them probably necessitated this.
I thought the same exact thing, Dr. Q.
Well, then, why are you asking me?
Look at the issue date on the passport. It was issued after AJ died. AJ's still alive, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Anna, I'm sorry if seeing me here with Britt upsets you.
It just caught me off guard. I'm so sorry. You should be dating. Of course you should be dating. Yeah, it's, Robin would want that. She'd be happy for you. Oh, God.
Hey, did you find your friend?
Look, I'm really sorry that I was rude earlier. I'm very sorry. It's very nice to meet you.
Same here. Patrick speaks very highly of you.
Oh, he does. I don't know why he'd do that. Excuse me.
Any chance you feel like dancing?
Hell yes.
So what's the nurses' ball? It's the biggest party in the world. And it was for my mommy. I'll show you.
Oh, let me help you with that, sweetie. Wow, this is a really big book. I bet there's a lot of great pictures in here. All right, let's see. Oh, look. That's Dr. Quartermain.
AJ was in so much trouble. The only solution I could think of was to let people think he was dead. So I did what any mother would do.
Sure, you'd fake an autopsy, smuggle him out of the hospital.
And out of the country. And I know that he never faced justice, but I'm his mom. I love him. He's my son.
You didn't get to see him again?
Oh, no, that would have been too dangerous. No, but just knowing he was out there, he was fine, that was enough.
Until Jason died.
And I called AJ to tell him that. I also wanted to hear his voice. But I never, ever thought he would risk coming here. And now he doesn't want to leave. I tried to tell him that he has to stay right here. He has to stay in hiding, but he's gone.
You mean he's left the property?
Yes, and if anyone sees him, the police are going to arrest him just like that.
It was extraordinary. I walked into my suite and he's standing there and I couldn't quite process what I was seeing. It was like this strange dream. But it's him, it's Duke.
So the old feeling's still there?
I don't know. It's very complicated.
Because of Luke? How do you feel about Luke?
So, what do you say? Are you gonna come home with me?
I can't, Britt. I gotta get home to Emma.
I'm sure Sabrina wouldn't mind staying the night. Why don't we call her and ask?
Because I need to be there when Emma wakes up in the morning, and I just have to make sure that she's prepared for it. And so does Sabrina.
The nurses of General Hospital welcome you to the 1994 Nurses Ball, benefiting AIDS research, hosted by Miss Lucy Coe.
There's my mommy.
How beautiful. Wow, it's such a pretty dress. This looks like so much fun. All these people coming together for such a great cause.
I told you, nurses are nice.
I wonder why they don't do it anymore.
Me too.
Can't deny that I have feelings for Luke. But I have these feelings for Duke, you know, as well, that are just...
If you had to choose right now, who would it be?
I think I would choose Luke.
You would?
Yeah, I would choose Luke. If he wasn't trying to prove that Duke was an imposter all the time, or trying to spy on me.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just trying to enjoy the
just
party.
trying to what? Seriously, you're trying to prove that he's an imposter, trying to catch him at some sort of nefarious dealings when you're the one that's getting caught.
So,
I'll keep your secret, Dr. Q. I'm on your side.
Oh, Alice, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now just pray that he's not discovered.
So did you find out anything?
I did. You annoy the crap out of Duke Lavery. Of course, that's not news. You annoy the crap out of a lot of people.
Allow me to rephrase. Did you find out anything relevant?
Lavery can make a passable martini. Other than that, nothing. You?
Anna was about to tell Felicia who she preferred, me or Macbeth, and then she busted me.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened to that finesse you prize so highly?
She's a spy, all right. She's very versed in knowing when surveillance is happening.
Uh-huh. Or you've lost your touch.
No, it isn't that. It's this stupid disguise. I should have come as Toulouse-Lautrec. The whole point is Lavery, whatever his agenda is, has blinded her to it.
Uh-huh. Well, let me tell you something, Toulouse. Lavery's only agenda is Anna.
About tonight. It was,
Oh, don't worry about
when you
it.
have a kid, you kind of give up being spontaneous.
Well, then you pick the day.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Get out of here. Sabrina,
Oh, I just want AJ to come home.
Well, he hasn't been in Port Charles for years. I mean, maybe no one would recognize him.
He can be very reckless, especially when it comes to family. And he is desperate to see his son, Michael. What if he does find him? What is he going to do then?
Bro. Look, dude, I really don't care who you are anymore. All right, there's somewhere I gotta be. Get your hand off me. I don't give a damn who you are.
You sure about that?